Yo, what's poppin', guys? You got your boy Andre here. Welcome to another video. So for this video, this is gonna be a little bit of a longer video. I'm also gonna make sure to have some gameplay attached to it as well. But this is gonna be talking about this is gonna be talking about like last word fallers and whatnot. So I know a lot of people are very, concerned or whatever, or like up in arms about all these like banishes and like last word disabler type effects, or last word hoser effects that we have both in the current sets as well as coming into Dawnbreak Night Edge. But like, I don't, for me personally, the reason why I said make this is because I don't really see these types of things as like that big of a deal. Just because for the most part, you can kind of brute force your last word units and whatever, just as long as you have like the appropriate either the appropriate threat density, or you have the appropriate level of patience for it. Like if you suspect that, oh okay, maybe my opponent is holding some hard removal or whatever from my last word unit, maybe I just don't play it on curve. Like, because you'd be surprised, but simply not playing it just something on curve is all you need to win sometimes. And of course, if you are playing a last word unit deck or whatever, you also need to have a plan B, aka the what happens when my plan fails. Just because if you make decks like 2 1-dimensional or whatever, and your dimension gets like countered, well, you straight lose. Whereas if you make decks 2-dimensional, you have a plan B. You have okay, well, this is what I can do when my deck fails. In particular, I think that like Jormungand decks are actually like one of the better decks in this aspect, just because right, let's quickly take a look at some of the cards that Jormungand decks have. Not only do you have a ton of random burn damage because stuff like Razor Claw, Styling Chains, Emeralda, but you also have pretty strong mid-game units, like Pterodactyl. Granted, Pterodactyl is going to be a little bit less good once Executioner's Act rotates, but that's not here. But that's not here. That'll be like later. Scarlet Zebra, Zodiac Demon, if you're playing it, which will bring me to another board shortly, and of course the Emeralda, which is again a big thing. Like I said, like the other big things that I know is I've seen a lot of people complain about certain like last word ballers or whatever, that they can actually change the play. Like if you're gonna complain about something like, say, I don't know, like say Abyss Straddler, that's one thing. That's a sort of fair one or whatever, just because due to the nature of how that card works, the card needs to like stay in play, as well as say something like Dark Alice. Yeah, those are fair. Those are fair. I'll almost give you that one. But like for things like Jormungand, you literally do not need to play Jormungand or Act on curve, nor do you need to find like an extreme number of both of them or whatever. You can win games if you only find like one Act or one Jorm or whatever. Ideally, you want to find one of each. But again, just finding one is usually enough to win it as long as you're playing correctly and not doing that like any like next level like greedy shit. Which again brings to the point of the Zodiac Demon. I've seen a lot of people recently say like Zodiac Demon isn't good enough or whatever. But you can't say Zodiac Demon isn't good enough and then also say that, oh well, we want our last word decks to be good because you can't play around like banishes or like polymorphs or whatever. You can't say that in the same sense and not be trolling. Like that's not how this works. Like again, in the case of Jormungand in particular, Zodiac Demon, like it doesn't matter if you set your Jorm or not from like say like turn 7, turn 8 or whatever, you still have so much damage that like as long as you're just holding your combo piece and whatever, just like and then just waiting for the opportune moment, you can just go ahead and go in and like kill your opponent by like turn 10, even though you only just started like really playing the game on turn 8. That's a big thing. The other thing is that like for decks like Dark Alice, I see people say like, okay, how are you gonna like cheat up, or how are you gonna like bait banishes for Dark Alice or whatever? Well, it's really just having a better plan B either before the Dark Alice or after the Dark Alice. There are 3 different ways you can make Dark Alice, and I see people usually take plan C, which is the worst one. So plan A, you can go ahead and if this is rotation, which it should be, because I'm only talking like purely rotation, you can go ahead and you can make your Dark Alice deck a Dark Alice deck that like has Saha, Isra, just high end neutrals. Granted, you could like turn your nose at the whole, oh well, yet another deck that plays Saha, Isra, or whatever. However, one, no, people almost surely never expect the Saha, Isra, even in Dark Alice. I don't know why, but like they don't expect it in Dark Alice. Two, you can't really turn your nose up at this because like, well, you're forced to play neutrals in the first place, unless of course you're taking Plan C, which again I don't really like advise. Plan B, you can go ahead and you can like play like the whole like mid shadow early game, whatever, and just have it be like, I don't know, like say like 10% Dark Alice or whatever. Granted, I don't really like this, whatever, just because like I don't know, like I don't particularly like people who just like try to like make the mid shadow package or whatever, and then also play like play whatever like wing combat they're playing or whatever. It doesn't really, I don't know, like to me it just seems not good. Which I know seems weird, but yeah, it doesn't seem not good, because a lot of times they're not playing Ektar, which is like the big ticket. Why are you playing this in the first place? And then for Plan C is to go all in on the Alice plan. Now, what I mean by that is I've seen people who, like, when I kill their Dark Alice, and I look at the number of cards that they have left in decks, so I can figure out exactly which of the three hyper conventional which of the three like hyper conventional or hyper like obvious plans that they are. There are some people who, when I kill it, they only have like, say, I don't know, like 3 cards or something like that left in their deck, and they're trying to like just cheese the crap out of me with Tessa's Strength, Chloe, Ariette, nonsense like that, where that only works. It only works if I don't banish your Dark Alice. You do not want to base game plans off of things like that, because if it fails for any reason, you lose the game on the spot, and that's not a fun feeling, and you shouldn't put yourself in that kind of feeling in the first place. Now, Plan D for me is to use stuff like, say, Corpse Lord of Woe, things like that, just because like he's gonna ban out of Banish. Like if your opponent's playing a class that has Banish, he's probably gonna ban out of Banish. He's also a really good and a really annoying like mid game unit in and of his own. And that to me is like kind of cool. Now, granted, you'll still play the Sahaj or whatever as your like neutral like backbone, just because like again that's all we really have as far as like good like standalone sort of like neutral like win con type finishes, whatever. Although obviously that's going to change most likely once both Baha and Saha will both rotate. So that's fine. We can address that bridge when we come to it. Just don't make your deck lopsided to such a way that like if I have the answer you lose in the first place. You're not aggro. You don't need to do this. Like it just seems really like unnecessary and kind of like bad deck building to me. But anywho, I digress. So it wouldn't really be like a good sample, a good video if I didn't have like some gameplay in order to like kind of address what I'm saying, as well as show off the current deck I'm working on, which is just testing / evaluating how good spell boost is, and try to like make a map for is this like for this latest nonsense spell I've made gonna work. So we'll go ahead and hop into the game. So versus shadowcraft. So right after that, I'm just gonna assume it's mid shadow, which is the safest assumption. So I'll keep the Happy Pig. I'll toss back, I believe, the One Blast and the Fall from Grace, just because like I want to try to have a curve early, like as opposed to just trying to like dig for Giant Chimera, because I feel that that's a lot of mistakes that people make for these sort of things, where they just like try to mulligan for one kind as opposed to keeping their curve. So I pick up Magic on another One Blast. This is great. He plays Andre on 2, that's fine. I pick up the Giant Chimera anyway, so I don't need to play this Chain of Calling for a while if I don't want to. He plays Pure Heart Singer here. Then he gets space for 1. Alright, so this turn is a little bit of a mistake from me. I think the correct place to go Contra Golem here to play out the 2-drop and then go ahead and go face as opposed to trade. I'm making the trade just because like I don't want to take any damage, and I'm going to try to use the Giant Chimera to win in the first place. So he plays that zombie party here as well as making a trade, as well as making another trade, and that's fine. Because now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll play up the Silent Lab. I play up the Silent Lab as opposed to the Contra Golem because again Contra Golem does have synergy with Mysterious Knowledge. On the options I get the Mysterious Circle. So I'll go ahead and I'll play out my Magic All here. Get some nice spell boosts on my Chimera. So we're only gonna be tracking from turn 4 to see how much damage to see how good the spell boost is on for this card or whatever. So right now we're just gonna assume that we're behind 1 spell boost and just make this by 1 because the way the Storyteller Fate works. He plays a Dark Blade Fiend here. This Dark Blade Fiend was so good for him, like Jesus Christ. Here what I decided to do is I decided to go ahead and cast the Contra Golem into the Wind Blast. I'll just pass. I don't need to do anything else. He probably wants to use his Evo points here. If he uses his Evo points, that's good for me because I know I don't have to worry about anything getting Evo'd. But then he plays Test of Strength. I'm like, oh shit, alright. So what I'll do here is I'll actually go ahead and play up my Golem Soul because I know next turn he's gonna play Alice. Like you wouldn't play the TOS if you weren't planning to play Alice. Because I think he still thinks from Daria, and this helps confirm that. Or sorry, and this helps like feed into that. But here he plays that Zodiac Demon. Again, this is a big thing. He plays it out in such a way that like he gets this thing going, and he doesn't have to worry about like me possibly banishing it. He also even gets some 5 face damage as well as a free 5/5 that has Ward. So that's fine. Because what I'll do here is I'll just go ahead and play out a Chain of Calling, pick up another Oz, and let's go play out another Chain of Calling to get another ward. I wanted to space out the wards like this, just because like I wanted to dig for the second Giant Chimera, because right now I need this Giant Chimera to do like 25 damage. That's never happening. That's never happening in this game. So as I said before, we want to go ahead and we want to try to track the spell boost. So it was at 6 or really 5. So right now we're at 9 spell boost. Or sorry, yeah. Right now we're at 9 spell boost on like turn 7. That's pretty cool. Alright, so right here we look at what got banished. We see here that he only has 3 cards left in deck. So I only have to solve 3 more turns, and I've already identified exactly what version of Dark Alice he is. I already know that he's the Chloe Ariette version, almost 100%. Yep, he plays with the Chloe here. To be honest with you, this Chloe was played a little bit preemptively because this Chloe doesn't make sense. I can still kill this Dark Alice and get rid of the ward, right? and get rid of its ability to go face. So I'll play out the Contra Golem here. I play out the Contra Golem specifically to play out the Oz next, and then to get an additional card. I pick up the Concentration. I'll go ahead and actually play out the Concentration. This might have been a slight mistake here because I do actually pick up the Grand Summoning. I don't actually care about that. Like what I care about is just making enough juice to be able to like do the things I gotta do. Because again, still trying to win off this Giant Chimera. Although if I need to, I can also win by just decking him out. But I want to try to win off the Giant Chimera because that was the entire point of this in the first place. So he's down to 2 cards left in deck. He makes trades here. That's good for me. I could have actually died here if he, well, not here, but next turn, which is actually a really good thing for me. That I was able to start. That he gave me his first Chloe immediately. So he'll make Ariette and do trades like this, and that's fine. So I lose my Grand Summoning. That's fine because I pick up my Fall from Grace. So the Fall from Grace here is really nice because now I get to go ahead and play a bunch of spells, and then ultimately Fall from Grace's Dark Alice. So I'll go ahead and play 1 spell. I pick up the Mystery Knowledge. I'll go ahead and play the Mystery Knowledge. Again, I just want the spell boost. I'll then go and play the Fall from Grace, and then make trades here to then play the Chimera. And now the Giant Chimera in the back is worth 15 damage. So I would have been able to play it this turn, assuming of course I didn't play the Oz from last turn. But yeah, like he loses the game because like He built his house of cards on a very, very flimsy foundation, and you don't want to do that. Like the better decks in the game, they have more solid foundations. For example, Mid Shadow. Mid Shadow has a billion different ways to fill up the board or whatever, and they have or had, depending on like how you want to look at it, a billion different ways in order to punish you for not having cleared their board by either just Catacomb stacking, Ektar, Dials, zombie parties, Immortal Pains, things like that. Like you want to have a lot of redundancy. You want to have a lot of like extra consistency for like when things go wrong. But when you make your house of cards like very, very flimsy, you won't have that. You won't have that at all, and you're just gonna be in a very, very bad spot. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, go and leave a like, go ahead and subscribe, and if you haven't, let me know what you think about last word decks down in the comments below. Do you have one that you particularly like? Like for example, let's see, there's Heresy, there's Chimera, and I think there's like Alice. Like, do you like one of the three of these? Do you like another one? Like for example, there's also Worm Goddess, whatever. Just let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.